I'm Eden. This is my husband, Chris. We are long distance real estate investors. We live in California and we own investment properties in Florida.
This is our very first investment property, and it took a lot of saving, investment, and time. But my history, I grew up as a son. My dad had investment properties. He's a real estate investor that he started back in late 70s, early 80s. So I've always been around it. But coming from him, it's something that he never wanted us to get into. The real estate investing is always a good strategy for retirement. However, the management side always took so much of his time. So he ended up buying himself a second job. So it's one of our angles that we wanted to do in real estate investing is get into it, but stay away from the management side because it is extremely difficult and it is very time consuming. So that was one of our outlets when we found you guys.
So originally we started our searching in the Tampa area. We decided, hey, let's, expand our search and see what other markets are in Florida and maybe relatively close to Tampa, within a couple hours drive. I started reading different forums and blogs, connecting with other Ocala investors, and Bigger Pockets colleague referred Resolute as a property management company. So that's when I reached out to you and we did our initial phone consultation in March.
Tyler has been amazing, and we can't thank him enough for his help. He's been an amazing real estate agent going out there, being our foot patrol. When we do find a property, everybody there in your office, your communication, I'd have to say, is top notch, rated above all others.
Whether I call, text, email, we're getting a response not only same day, but usually within a couple hours. So that's just something we really, really appreciate, and it just makes doing business very smooth.
Having the ability to have somebody you can trust on the ground, walking these properties, taking videos, pictures, and answering all our questions before we make offers, before our interest gets too high in a property that might not work financially. So having a company like yours where the agent and property management is all kind of tied in one house, it's a huge benefit. It really is.
Everything was very smooth. When we offered on the property, the tenants didn't have any form of a lease whatsoever, nothing in writing. So Tyler worked with us and we said, hey, let's see what we can negotiate. Ideally, let's ask the sellers if they would be willing to have the tenants vacate the property prior to closing, which of course they weren't, which I don't blame them. But Tyler was able to negotiate, put the tenants on a formal month-to-month lease in writing. So then once we take possession of the property, we can proceed how we see fit.
I think that helped big time having you guys there on our side. When we come up with an idea, we can pitch it to you, see if it works. And if you look at it in the tenant's eyes too, it's got to be a scary process, not knowing who's ever going to take this over. And once you took over, I think they realized that we're in a better situation now than we were before because we have somebody that is willing to fix up the property and take our comments and concerns to heart and actually fix what we need fixed here and improve our living conditions.
Another thing that I really love is the fact that I can reach out to different people for different problems. And I get the sense that the team, it's really a group effort. It's not a single point of contact management. It's the entire team is managing my investment. And, I need a repair estimate. I know I can reach out to Drew and he'll help me with that. Where it's not, I only have one person that I can contact. It's a whole team effort, and the whole team is helping to manage my property. And it's almost like everybody has their specific role that they've become an expert in that role. Honestly, we're trying to grow our portfolio as fast as we can. I plan to exit my 9-to-5 job within the next 3 to 4 years and just do real estate investing full time. We will be buying more investment properties in Marion County.
There's a whole different slew of real estate property investings that you can go at. And when Corona was happening, like the most famous quote was, just sit on the sidelines and wait. You don't want to try to catch a falling knife.
I hate that
saying.
I hate it.
If catching a falling knife might end up in a few cuts and it's not going to kill you, why not give it a shot? Because it could end up benefiting you in the long run. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. Just plan accordingly. And that's our strategy right now is we're not stopping, we're not halting. We're just going to slowly truck forward.
There's definitely going to be more properties on the horizon for us in Marion County.
Absolutely.